I uploaded a video every single day to YouTube for the last 190 days. It was actually not just 190 videos because I uploaded every single video about DaVinci Resolve on the iPad and also Final Cut Pro and all the videos in between. Like for example, one day I was in a hospital because I got oregano in my throat. But anyway, that's a different video if you're interested in that. It was kind of funny. Today, I want to talk about everything I learned about those 190 days uploading a video every single day. And because it's not just 190 days, one video, it's 2 videos. So would I do the same strategy again or not? You will learn about this today. Why did I even start it in the first place? So back in 2020, I did daily vlogging for 46 days in a row. At that time, this channel that you're watching right now wasn't existing. I just used that channel here because I was too afraid, because I had no plan when I did my 46 days in a row. In those 46 days, I was visiting Tenerife and with some other digital nomads, and I just wanted to record and document everything and also practice the daily vlogging, because there's a couple of benefits when you do actually daily. And the most benefits are not too much tailored to the videos that the viewers are seeing, because obviously when you have more time, you can make better videos, right? But the point is, if you have a scheduled deadline, you get content done that let's say you would procrastinate, not do it. I did that in the past. Or you're a perfectionist and you want to do more than it's actually needed. Because if you ask yourself, sometimes you maybe don't need as much as you think you need to create that video. That means in the same time you could make 2, 3 or 4 videos. And the next benefit, which is one of the best benefits, is limitation provokes creativity. I heard this sentence from George Lucas when I saw him on a summit, Film Fest summit when I was in New Zealand in 2017. It was very interesting because he talked about how in the very first movie about Star Wars 1, where nobody believed that this would be a hit, he had a very limited budget, 1 million, which is not a lot for a Hollywood blockbuster, right? But because of that limitation, they were able to create those unique and iconic characters that we love and that we know today. So what's the point here? If you are limited by the day, for example, you have only one day to come up with an idea, to execute that idea, you're not wasting much time because you don't have time to spend. So for example, if you record something, you rather do stuff like I'm doing right now, one taker and then maybe a couple of cuts. Or if you make a lot of B-roll, you're not doing the same mistake at the beginning. Like when you're a beginner, you make a lot of B-roll, which is okay because you need to learn and practice, right? But if you have only a day, you think about your shots in advance. That means like if I'm now recording a B-roll, I would think about, okay, can I show that? Can I show that? Okay, what do I show next? What should I show next? So sometimes I build up the movie already in my head and I'm only recording that with my film, which is basically what every Hollywood movie is doing, right? They pre-plan everything and then they shoot it because shooting is expensive. But of course, in the sense of a Hollywood movie, sometimes even making the scripts can be years until a script is final, until you get my point. So daily vlogging is more about learning the craft. So when you do daily, don't expect too much growth, but this could be a side effect, right? I'm not saying it's not possible. I mean, even my channel here was growing faster than ever before. But the point I want to show you also is, at that time when I was daily vlogging 46 days in a row in Tenerife in 2020, something very interesting happened. I used that channel here because it was my playground. I had nothing to lose. I still had this fear of failure in me, so I just used that channel. But from those 46 days where I did chaos upload, what do I mean by chaos upload? Like one day I was traveling on the island somewhere. Another day I had a problem with Premiere Pro, it's this editing software, right? Another day I had a problem with my Dell, which was my laptop at that time. So I was just always documenting what I had for a problem. If I found a solution, I answered the solution, made a video about that. And the funny thing is, many of my vlogs took me so much more in editing, still one day just, but more in editing, sometimes like until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I was editing. And then there were videos where I found a solution to Premiere Pro, for example, after searching the internet or realizing something. And then the video took me maybe 2 hours and I was done. 2, 3 to 4 months after, when I already stopped and worked in a different business, some of those videos, the tech videos they took up, was the start of this channel, because some of those tech videos really got a lot of views. Remember, for example, OBS Studio, I showed 5 different ways and solutions how you can solve that problem with the black screen in OBS Studio. And then people were just coming there, found the solution, and it got picked up. Lots of comments and everything. So when this happened, I always asked myself, like, what would happen if I actually go down into one niche, and doing the same, not just 46 days, doing it for a year or for a long time period. But in my head was always a year because that's a huge challenge. So imagine, with those 46 videos, I probably did like half of them were tech. So it was only around 15 to 20 videos. And from those 20 videos, it was like 5 videos that picked up. So you only need 5 videos so that your channel actually can explode. So that was the initial idea. And when DaVinci Resolve came to the iPad and I figured out this hack about how to unlock all the pages, which is not really a hack, man, but it's just going into the shortcuts. But I figured that out very fast and made a video. And Michael Tobin shared all of that, and many of those people came over to my channel, which is amazing. That gave me this push. Oh my God, there's an audience there. There's a topic that I like. That's a topic because I was already looking for a better editing software on my iPad since I bought my iPad a year earlier. So I just said, you know what, that's the opportunity. Not thinking too much, just jumping in. So why do I create 2 videos every single day? Why did I do this on the other channel as well, on the German channel? The year before, we started working on that new channel, which is called Phoenix Nomads, which is also my company. Since this year, Phoenix Nomads LLC is a limited liability company incorporated in America, which, yeah, this is basically my business. Also, all the DaVinci stuff is under that umbrella of that business. But I didn't want it to drop our business from last year, because last year we focused a lot on showing people that it's also possible to create an online business, a coaching program, an online course in 3 months and actually start something that can generate revenue. What do I mean by that? So the problem is, in the past, and I did the same mistake, for example, with my first website, which was my Canada blog. At the beginning, when you have an idea, you're not really validating your idea. Many people go and then they start making a website and logo, and they dig into the technical stuff without even having any customers or any sales, anything. If you are one now from the people who are following my journey with DaVinci Resolve since the beginning, if you remember what I did, I first validated if you guys want to have a masterclass. And I did that by, hey guys, I'm planning to do a masterclass, but I need your help. I need a list with topics that you want to have, what you would buy. And for that, I give you 50% off. Come over to my Instagram. I didn't have any setups, no email marketing, nothing, just my Instagram. And I told people to come over to my Instagram and just send me the list. And then everyone who sent me the list will be on the list for the 50% off when the DaVinci Masterclass comes out. And so with this kind of validation process, I figured out, oh my God, there are actually people who are now interested in DaVinci Resolve. So this was the initial spark that I needed to then, like, okay, I will create my course. And then the next step, this is also the reason why it's better to do this, is I got the list of inquiries, like topics that you guys wanted to have. And so I shared that with my daily videos. I shared how far I was in the planning process and what people can expect, even if the course wasn't done yet. And when I launched, the course was only done like 20%. There was still a lot of videos missing, but I communicated that. That was the reason why people got at the beginning 50% and later 25% off, because they were helping me to shape this product. So Daniel, what does this mean with the daily thing? So one more thing that I'm thinking about daily is you should think about what's the bigger picture. Why are you doing the daily videos? You can do them just to learn and practice. If that is your goal, then go for it. And then you're not discouraged if you don't get enough views or whatever, right? But there can also be a bigger picture. You could also do this and tie this up to your business idea. You could start creating daily videos in your topic if it makes sense. You have to tell, if it makes sense, you have to tell by looking at the market. But I think if you are creative, there's always a possibility to find a solution how you can make a video about that. Do you understand what I mean? So you can go out and validate your ideas. And so one more thing I want to share now is while it was amazing to be daily at the moment, something different happened this time. Maybe in the future will be different, but it didn't repeat the same thing like when I was daily with the 46 days. What do I mean? None of those videos really got picked up in the algorithm so heavily like the videos in 2020. Yes, some of the DaVinci videos like the unlock all pages, they got picked up, but not as heavily. I think the answer is because it's still a niche topic, way more niche than the topics that I talked about in 2020, and also the time changes, right? But I'm saying that with a, how do you say, grain of salt, because everything could change in the next 5 months, right? It's just my observation from now 6 months being daily. While my girlfriend, for example, with her channel, we tried a different approach. With her channel, 1 video every week. But this time, really high quality video. Like a video, high quality, best edit, with lots of B-roll, all of the stuff that I sacrificed because being daily is a lot of work, right? So on her channel, we did that. And she has now like 13 videos on it. And she already surpassed the subscriber count in the German market. Because like I told you, I did all of the videos here also in my German market, and the German market wasn't picking up that much. To be fair though, I also think it's not a fair comparison, because I think she's now in mindset and how do you say that, self-doubt and stuff like that. Like she helps people overcome those fears, which is a broader topic, and also a topic with more pain. When people really have that, lots of people searching for that. While I think DaVinci Resolve on the iPad is already a very narrowed niche, not just in German, internationally. I see that on my channel. And now even going to a specific country with that topic. So probably it's not a fair comparison, because I think DaVinci Resolve on the iPad is such a small niche compared to mindset and fear and self-doubt and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But still, it's super interesting to see that the strategy is actually working, that the longer form videos, that the better edited videos, and every week 1 video seems to now get picked up in the algorithms. While I still look at those German videos, for example, and I can't really see 1 video that is picking up heavily. Some get views, but that's it. But that's not all sides of the story. Let's come back why I said you should also look at that, not just being daily, maybe build some kind of business around this. Because now I could say, for example, if I just look at my German channel, which has like roughly 500 subscribers now after 6 months, if you would look at just that, you would say, fuck it. Not making money, not gaining subscribers, making daily videos. Why should I do this? Now comes the other point. So I made those masterclasses in German and in English. And in German, I collected over 30 students in those last 6 months. So if you compare that to the advertisement that I get, for example, on my English channel, it's way more money that I collected or made or earned because I had a product on it. So one benefit of being daily is if you have that in a niche, so you can validate your niche, you can help the people in your niche, figure out a problem, find answers from those people who have the problem, and then tailor a product based on that questions, and then give them answers in a product, in a coaching, in a video course, whatever, right? I guess you get the point. So how would I start again if I would be you? If you want to do the same and just do it for the challenge, you will learn a lot being daily. So some days I created a video on the spot, 30 minutes, because I didn't have much more time. I would have never done that if I would have not been already in the mindset. Also, I haven't even talked about habits, right? Even on a day where I haven't done anything else on my business, there's a certain point, especially like around 5 p.m, if I haven't done a video yet, pre-planned or done in the morning, in myself, like I feel so bad, I have to create the video. And this is a kind of a driving force, like it pulls me to create the video. Best example was today. I didn't know what kind of video I should do. Should I do another video about talking about what I learned? I did like 2 or 3 of them. But then I said, you know what? Someone will watch this and maybe get something out of that. And also, I don't want to stop now. This is day 190. So I made this video, and it will be probably helpful for some people, for maybe you. So the point now is, I'm already talking too much, way longer than my usual videos, but I hope you gained something out of that. If you have a business idea, go first out before you build anything else and find your customers. And you can do that by even talking to people, going to network events, or going to Facebook groups, or start a channel, can be also Instagram and TikTok, whatever. It doesn't have to be YouTube, but you can also start YouTube and make videos about this one niche where you think there is a target, and then see if the target is actually responding. And yet that can be part of your validation process to figure out if it makes sense to build a business around that idea. And if it works, at the same time, you're building your audience. So I will end with this one topic. If you have an audience, I have this from this one book, I forgot the name, but who cares? If I find it out, I will link it in the description. But he was talking about, you will make the money if you have an audience. So it doesn't really matter what kind of product it is. Of course, it's important as an entrepreneur, I tell you, you have to solve problems, right? But I get the point. If you have an audience, you can sell something. If you don't have an audience, you can have an amazing product and nobody buys it because you have to find the audience that wants to have it. So while you build this validation process machine, right? Creating content, validating your ideas, getting the people in your door on your YouTube channel. At the same time, you're also building an audience that wants stuff from you because you're helping them. That was exactly the same thing that I had with DaVinci Resolve for the iPad. There were many people still today who are interested in learning DaVinci Resolve for the iPad, and they're coming and exploring, or how do you say, they find my channel, they see the videos, and then they see like, okay, now I know how Daniel talks and teaches and whatever. Oh, he has a masterclass as well. Some will buy, some not, but here's the point. I have an audience and I validated already the point that people want that. Not everyone, but some want. And now I can think about scaling everything, right? Anyway, I think that's it for today. I hope you have an amazing day. See you in the next video. I'm Daniel. Bye.